up, guys? We're back for
Pew,
another
pew,
episode of the
pew,
Misguided
pew,
Misfits
pew.
podcast. As always, it's your girls, Pebs.
And ISIS.
And y'all, if y'all do y'all see me? Do you see me seeing y'all? We trying, okay? I actually put on a 5-minute makeup just for you guys, okay? Because we're trying to make sure that you guys are getting the visual. You're getting the laugh. Some of the moments that me and Isis have on screen with each other, you guys aren't seeing because we only had the audio. But as always, we love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the pod as we continue to grow. So let's get right into it. I do want to take a moment. Hold on, let me fix my camera. Okay. I do want to take a moment to I don't know, announce or whatever, because I swear people thought that I was like trying to like jump off a cliff or something. I'm okay. Y'all see me? I'm good. So if you guys haven't heard, I am taking a small sabbatical from Bedrock Cosmetics, okay? I got a lot going on. We got the podcast, I got a job, a child, a husband, a lot of stuff happening, okay? And as we talked about last week, Rose still recovering from his neck surgery, so like I don't have time to do everything. So we still are available on TikTok Shop. So if you feel bad and you're worried about me, the best way to help me is to shop, whether that's on Etsy or on TikTok Shop. The website, I want to do a full remodel of the website at some point, but my priority is my family. So if you guys want to get the Misguided merch, just let us know. Send me an email. We'll see what we can do or whatever. But as always, you guys can still make sure you're following Bedrock Cosmetics so you can find out when we are coming back, because we are coming back. And if you're local, make sure you guys are keeping up with the social media, because I will try to do some pop-ups because I still have a lot of product that I want to get rid of. So make sure you guys are following us so you get updates. But let's get into the nitty gritty. So first off, I think that me and Isis have come to a consensus that we're going to do bi-weekly episodes, because that'll take some pressure off of both of us. So look out for the Misguided Misfits every other Monday. Okay, so make sure you guys are following us so you guys never miss an episode. And I don't know, maybe when we get bigger, we'll have to do one of those apology tours for something that I've said in the past. I'm sure someone will find something that I've said, but I don't know. I feel like people on social media be doing too much. So I don't know if you guys have heard or seen, but James and Fuha from the Shits and Gigs podcast went on a whole apology tour last week, apologizing for some things that they said. First thing, I don't understand how you guys have fake outrage, because the interview that they did on Flagrant happened months ago. But because they said there wasn't no baddies in Atlanta, y'all went on a deep dive and found a clip where they were on Flagrant with Andrew Schultz and Akash and all those people, and it was like, oh my God, they don't care about black women and black women are there. I'm like, relax. Like, do I think that Andrew Schultz be saying some bullshit? Absolutely. But he's also a comedian that knows how to push boundaries. He likes to especially play around with race a little bit more than he should, in my opinion. But this is coming from somebody who's been watching Andrew since MTV, Guy Code. Y'all know I've talked about on the podcast how much I love Charlemagne, and they have had a podcast for the last 10 years. So Andrew is gonna be Andrew. So you just gotta, it's kind of like Diddy. You gotta know when to play Andrew's game and when not to. And I really think that they fell right into his trap. Like, how do you feel about this whole situation? Are they canceled? Like,
I don't feel like they're canceled. Will their income and their pockets definitely be hurting? Yes, because to the sentiment of a lot of people, black women are who really took their podcast. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, they clips are hilarious. The stuff that go viral on TikTok, hilarious. But I tried to actually sit and watch their podcast, like the full like podcast on YouTube. Cause I can't sit and listen to podcasts. It's not my thing. I try, I just it don't happen for me. And it was not, and it I only caught it from the beginning. So maybe somewhere throughout the podcast it gets better, but it's probably those clip moments where it's better. But I tried to watch and it's not my jam. They're fooling stuff. Their clip contents are great. Amazing moments. Um but also because I think our last episode we kind of touched on it, them saying about baddies in Atlanta or whatever, and this is before they dug up the other clip on the Andrew Schultz show or whatever, and I was just like, well, they feel like ain't no baddies in Atlanta. Like I wasn't thinking about it from the perspective of Atlanta is basically black, but also Atlanta is very much so surgery culture there, just like a lot of places. I First of all, in Chicago, at my job, it be some bad BBL, not bad in a good way, like bad as in it. Why did you let your doctor do that to you?
Did you see
BBLs.
sidebar? Did you see that picture of Erica Banks?
Yes, it's
And I was
bad,
like, oh
and
my
that's her
God, y'all,
second one.
like,
I don't know if
please.
she got the second one to correct the first one, or if she got the second one because she didn't like. She wanted it. I don't know, but it
And
looked,
I've seen some good BBLs,
yeah,
and I didn't seen some bad ones.
it looked crazy. But I don't know. Like my thing is, and then this other clip. So that's I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not the first time that I've heard people talk about shits and gigs and them not liking black women, like, or them not preferring to be with a black woman because it's some clips. People have been talking about it before, but now it just kind of got big because of the Andrew Schultz thing, which I'm gonna be honest, cause both of y'all got black people in y'all family, and for you to sit there, even if it was an old clip that everybody outraged about it now, but even if you sat there, it was like ha ha he he, like falling into the trap of some things is like okay, you fell into it, but y'all got black people in your family.
Yeah, and I think there's a different, and I think a lot of people get confused, especially when it comes to black women saying something about men not wanting to be in a relationship with black women. We really don't give a fuck about who you want to date, but there's something that happens to it's specifically black men when you guys decide that your preference is something other than black women, which again, you get to have whatever you want to have. There's no need to be like, yeah, I don't want to date a black woman because they all angry and I want my woman to submit to me. Like, there's no need for that.
Yeah.
Like,
And they didn't outright say that, but for you to sit there when that man said, oh, y'all do it as a coping mechanism because black women be beating on y'all. And for
and
y'all just, it was a belly laugh. It
yeah,
wasn't
they
no
was laughing like that was the
nervous.
funniest thing they ever heard. And then when Andrew said that they had the opportunity to be like, "Hey, I don't want this part of the episode to be aired," and that they cut out other moments that didn't make it to the podcast, but this moment wasn't one of the things that they thought was important enough. And like, and I don't care what your preference is or whatever. There's no need for you to have to bash the whatever it is you don't like I don't like chocolate ice cream, but I'm not like, yeah, I like vanilla because vanilla is just smooth and chocolate is like it ain't that deep. Just eat vanilla ice cream. Like that's fine. You don't have to talk about how you don't like McDonald's fries and you go to Burger King. Like just go to Burger King. Like nobody gives a fuck.
I think that's where it gets to be like, all right now. Like, you can talk about how you love white women, Asian women, whatever other type of women. But when you just get to be like, yeah, I love white women, cause you know black women,
You be
they's
like, damn, we
loud
ain't even
and
we
you
ain't
be
even did
like,
nothing. We caught it
damn,
straight for
like
no reason.
all this person asked you what your type was, and all you had to say was, I like this. type of
And I
person
don't
and
know,
leave it
maybe
at
it's just
that.
me, but I feel like race should never be a type.
Yeah.
Like if you like a certain personality trait, like I want somebody that makes me laugh. I want somebody that cooks. I'm cool with that. But when you have to quantify it as I like this race or I like that race. Number one, I feel like I'm all for black love, and I think a lot of people don't think that I'm all about that because of my husband, but I love black men. Okay? My husband is the only white man that I ever was with ever in my life. And we just so happened to fall in love. 9 years later, we still rocking with each other. But that has nothing to do with my love and support for black men. And you ain't never been like heard me say, yeah, I like white men because they treat me like never. Because it's unnecessary.
And it's always black men that just go in. Really, like there's no other race that I don't it's so like crazy to me. Like and then like it's I just
It be
be
the
like,
ones with
bro.
black mamas and black sisters. He be
And I've
like,
never personally like had a black man be like, ugh, I don't like you. But it's still like, damn, like how tell me how y'all really feel. Like if you don't like black
it's
it's not that, and
internalized.
it's not like y'all don't like black women.
Yeah, I
It's
do.
just because y'all we don't quote unquote submit how y'all want us to submit. And all that we are trying to say, and most women is that we will submit to you to the wheels fall off. We will follow if you are a man that can show us guidance and show us that you can lead and have a plan. I'm not saying you gotta have it all together right now. But if you got a plan and you can show me that you've had a thoroughly thought out plan and step by step of what you're trying to achieve, I will follow you off a cliff. If you said that the best way that we could get to this is going off this cliff, I will follow you. But when you just there and you ain't got nothing, like not trying to do nothing, ain't got no goal to, I'm not saying you got to be a CEO. If you want to be the manager of McDonald's, I'm pretty sure the managers at McDonald's make great money.
Yeah, yeah. They
Okay,
starting off at $15 here.
like
And
we
that's just
not
a regular
saying
job.
that you gotta be like the 1%, but I need to know that if some stuff pop off, that I'm just not gonna be out here in the wild. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not saying it's all black men, but some of y'all can't want somebody to submit to y'all, and y'all don't know what that means and what that
A
entails.
lot of y'all don't
Submit.
understand either though that like the idea of submission is so crazy to me. Like what do you want me to submit to? Are we talking in the bedroom? Are we talking finances? Are we talking religious values? Like what submission are you talking about? Because there's a bunch of different types.
They don't know.
But back to y'all niggas that don't know what y'all want. Like, because I'm telling you, all my black female friends, we submit. Like, when it's with the right person, and we really be submitting to y'all niggas, and y'all ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of.
And that's not to say that it ain't ancient women out here. There's ancient people out here everywhere. So like I get it. Like y'all probably came across the women. I understand. But when y'all get y'all heartbroken, y'all be so butthurt.
Oh my God. But he lets y'all be doing any and everything. And then as soon as a woman get her get back, y'all sliding down the wall talking about all women ain't shit. And if you agree with blah, like, first off,
Oh, but before we completely get off James and Fuha, I think they're gonna be fine. They pockets are really gonna hurt right now because black women ain't fucking with y'all. And honestly, they clips don't even, because it used to be like, I think they got a TikTok for their main podcast, and then
yeah,
they
in
got like
that
a
clips.
clips one, and then like some other people. from other like
Yeah,
TikToks
I
with
haven't
like
been
2 day
seeing them on
clips,
my timeline
and
at
I
all.
have not seen not Nam clip at all. So I know y'all pockets is hurting right now. That apology was mm,
I would have rather them say nothing.
nothing. Because then at the end of the day, it was like, all right, well, okay, so I'm out our pocket. Like,
Yeah, back to the podcast. Like it wasn't genuine, and do I think that they feel bad? Absolutely. But do they agree with what Andrew was saying? Also, absolutely.
because y'all laughed a little bit too from the gut, the bottom of the gut for me. That's all I'm saying. If it was like a nervous laugh,
That's what
maybe.
they were saying, and I watched that. I
No.
actually watched the full blown episode when it was because I watch Flagrant every now and again. Like me, I got a love hate relationship with Andrew Schultz. Like sometimes he be pushing the line too far, and I kind of be irritated with him. But uh, when I say I was just like,
And also, this goes to show that this was also another conversation because there's this diaspora war
ooh, I like that
um
word.
between Black Americans, Black British people, um, African people. That's a whole nother situation. But for whatever reason, Black British people, and I'm not saying this all of y'all, but from the stuff that we be seeing online on the internet, y'all feel like y'all are very much so superior to Black people in America. And it's like, for one, how do y'all think y'all got to England? There was no, I'm pretty sure there was no Black people over there because it's majority white people over there. Like, I'm pretty
We was on
sure
the same boat, and somebody made us stop.
y'all just got dropped off at a different place than we did over here in America. Because if I see one more video of a Black British person being like, "Oh, Black Americans don't know where they come from. We come from America. This generation of people
They
comes
be
from
killing me.
America."
They get so angry. They be like, "Well, where are you from?" And I'm like, "Do you not understand why we don't know where we from?" And let's be real. Like the last 6, 7, 8 generations, I'm from. I was born in Alabama, raised in Chicago. My grandmom was born in Mississippi, lived in Chicago. My great grandmama, she was born in Mississippi, lived in Mississippi. My great great grandmother was born in Mississippi, lived in. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
come
But
on.
all that to say is that y'all Black British people don't know what goes on fully in America. And when Black Americans tell y'all that what we deal with over here is a completely different thing of what y'all deal with over there, y'all need to listen. Because
Hmm.
for number one, they've watched this show before and they know. Like, you can't tell me that y'all didn't hadn't seen a little bit of something, because y'all know that he's a big person, like podcast comedian, to be going on his show. So you
Yeah,
can't sit here
yeah,
and tell
yeah.
me that you've never seen anything that he does
Yeah, because why would you go on
and not be
Flagrant if you weren't familiar with Andrew and his work? Because they didn't just go
and
on Flagrant; they went on a full blown. Because they was on Angel and
oh
Kevo
yeah,
Stage
that
podcast.
was last year though. I don't think that was this year. Was it this year?
No, that was
They
this
were on
year.
their podcast though,
Yeah, it was
but yeah.
all during the American tour. It was all in one time, I think.
Yeah. So it's kind of like y'all should have been. I'm not saying y'all shouldn't have gone, but at this point, y'all probably shouldn't have gone because y'all were not fully prepared. Like, y'all should have been prepared to be like, he's probably gonna say something. I don't watch this stuff, so I don't know. I watched Guy Code. I love that show. I didn't realize that that's where he came from or what he was a part of. So I don't know. And then I also don't really listen to Charlamagne stuff like that. So I didn't even know they had a podcast for real, for real.
Wow.
So, but y'all were not fully prepared. And y'all need to listen to us when we say racism here is a completely different racism there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And as a black woman, we already feel like what Malcolm X said: the most hated person in America is the black woman, and most disrespected. That's a fact. And so we feel like we already getting it from every fucking angle, and to have somebody that looks like us not support us, whether it's reality that you not support us or perception, like that's how it feels. Oh,
Because y'all
and
should
I
have
was
shut that
really just
shit
more
down.
disappointed.
Because y'all, Fuhad, first of all, you are fully black. You
Nigga.
come from the mother. Well, your roots can be traced back to the motherland closer to than
Dang.
James over
Yeah,
there.
definitely.
So you got a fully black mama, African mama. Okay, you should, even if you don't like to date black women. He talking about, and okay, it's your mama. We done all got whoopings in our generation. We got whoopings. So, but at the same time, I know you love your mama. And if he directly said, yeah, your mama be beating on, like, you would have been like,
And
nah,
then
wait a
my
minute,
thing is,
hold
I
up.
ain't never put my hands on a nigga, like ever.
And it's some women, don't get me wrong, there are some women that do, but that's across the board. That's just not a black woman thing. That's obvious. White women do it, as we can see by Jonathan Major's situation. Like, oh, I don't know. I didn't really. Did she hit him,
I
or what
don't
was
know.
happening?
It was a
Okay.
weird.
Let me scratch that. I'm not gonna put that out there on that woman. I don't know, but all women do it across the board. There's a whole show called Snapped about women that be killing they men, and most of them don't be looking like us.
That part.
So
But
y'all
you
be
know,
careful out there. Who y'all want to proclaim to be the
my
best of
thing
the
is
best.
just like who you like and stand on that. Like there's no reason to have to put it on this person or that person, or the reason I like them is because of their race. Like if you like it, I love it, and it is what it is. Like no need to put somebody else down to make yourself feel better. And that goes for every aspect of everything. And before we get to what y'all really came here to listen to, I want to talk about the whole Takara and Samira situation, because it's kind of similar to me. It's like you have your own self hatred that you feel like you have to project that onto somebody else. Like if y'all don't know, first off, because I didn't know, I thought when they said Takara, I thought it was Takara, from uh America's
America's
Next
Next
Top.
Top Model
I said not Takara, which
from the
I
early. She was on early 2000s,
yeah.
wasn't she?
And I was like, first off, I want y'all need to apologize for calling that woman a plus size model. Because when you really, in reality, they made her seem like she was like 200 some
Huge.
pounds or something, like she was rocking a 2X. Like she really wasn't. She probably was in a medium to a large back then. And
She
they
was
made
just
it
she
seem
just
like
was
she was,
tall.
yeah, and
I mean,
she
it
had
was a little, but she was just tall.
bruh, she looked like a black woman. She had breasts, she had ass, she had hips. And I will never forgive y'all for making her feel like she was plus size. Because in reality, like I get the model world, she was plus size, she didn't fit into a sample size or whatever. But like in my mind, I thought that girl was about 300 pounds, the way y'all was talking about her back then. But the Takara that we're referring to is actually a comedian, and I had to do a little bit of research on her because I wasn't familiar with her. And if you don't know who Samira is, she's a a Harvard graduate. Okay, put some respect on her. She's
from New from Nowlands, from
and she's a
Nowla.
singer. I would call her activist when it comes to the work that she's doing for the plus size community. She's an artist, all this different stuff or whatever. She's a content creator. Y'all go look up. So she basically has this platform that she's built on calling out these brands that are not that, and she don't call out everybody, she's calling out the brands who are stating that they're inclusive, but then when you go to their stores, when you go to shop in store, you can't find your size if you're a plus size person. And me personally, I understand where she's coming from. I wear right now, I'm wear a 1X, sometimes I wear a 2X, which I think that that's just in my mind, still feeling like my body isn't recovered from having paisley, but in reality, I probably wear like a extra large to a 1X, whatever. But when you go to the store, you're either finding clothes that have floral on them, or have a cartoon character on them, or look like they from 1965 or whatever. Like it's moo and it's just stuff that we want to wear, the trendy clothes too, right? And So Sakara came out and was like, well, either you need to lose weight or you need to just shop in the stores that cater to your size. And that's
And it
crazy
was
to me.
so the first of all, the main thing is it was so unprovoked. Like it
Yeah,
just
like,
came
why
out
are
of
you
left
mad at this
field,
lady?
out of nowhere. Like I don't know. I don't think Samira, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's ever like come out like towards Takara like
Never.
directly, and it was just so out of left field. And like I'm not gonna say I follow Takara like that, but like her clips would come up on TikTok or whatever, and I think she's funny. Um, and of course, comedy is subjective, but um, so when I seen it, I was just like,
And then she doubled down. That was my problem. Like,
she
girl.
multiple times like has made multiple videos about this girl, and I'm just like,
And then you don't
ma'am,
even
at
know
your big
her.
age, are you the main thing is that if y'all don't know what this lady looks like, please go on TikTok and look up Takara and Samira argument or
They are
whatever the case
part of
may
the same
be.
community. Okay.
Like Takara just has a flat stomach, but
Bruh.
she she's like she got to shop in plus sizes,
Yeah,
at
she
least for
said
her
she wear
bottom
one
half.
X. That's what she was saying. She said, I
And
wear one
I think
X.
she got to be more than a 1X because
That's
she
what she
wide down there.
that's what she said. I can't
That's got to
claim.
be a 1X and Fashion Nova because you know Fashion Nova jeans stretch.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't
But
speak on what that lady wear, but
she not wearing no 1X and no, she wide. She not wearing no 14. I wear 1X. And I got a booty and some hips and she wider than me
yeah, because
down at
I
the bottom.
my hips wider than yours, and I wear a 2X on the bottom sometimes.
So she passed the 14. She pushing a 16, 18 for the bottom half.
And
The
again,
only
ain't
her
nothing wrong with that, okay? And
is no.
I
But
think
I
a
think
lot of
she not
people.
realizing that she is you're plus size. You
I'm
just got a
right.
flat stomach.
The
You're but
call is coming from inside of the house, okay?
yeah.
And it's unfortunate that you feel the need because you having some kind of internal battle with yourself that you feel like that you need to downgrade and talk about Samara who ain't doing nothing but trying to feel comfortable when she goes to the store. Every person should feel like they can go to the store and find something that they need. Everybody don't want to wait 2 weeks for the clothes to come in or whatever the case may be. And that goes with not just fashion. That's what black women are advocating for foundations, for makeup, being able to go to the store, pick out a shade that's actually for you. And it's not just for dark skinned women, it's for light fair women as well. So like if you got somebody advocating for inclusivity, like why are you upset about that? Like,
Cause y'all
and
did old girl Gloria. What's her name? Gloria. Y'all
yeah,
did her
Glory.
wrong too.
And I love her content. Like all she doing is showing that these brands are
And them
not
blushes
inclusive.
was pasty.
Bruh,
They were
even on white
pasty.
people, I seen that it was a
And how y'all gonna
white.
put black people? Y'all, well, no, the people was black. They was my color. The
Yeah,
girl
they
was
was
black. How
black.
y'all gonna put them in y'all campaign? And then when we get
Lie.
them,
They madder at Michaela for putting on falsies in that damn mascara video than they are at YSL for false advertising a product on a person of color. Cause y'all gonna
I
stop
can
messing with Michaela.
see I can see if the advertisement was literally nothing but white women in it, and then
Or
we
albino
got it.
women. Like I seen an albino woman. I can't remember her name. Her the content creator. That blush looked amazing on her. And if they had advertised it as this is something for people with albinism, or really fair people, we wouldn't even care. We would have known that that was not something that was made for us.
It
But they
still would have been
literally
like, damn, like, but what about us? But oh, okay, y'all advertising it obviously ain't for us. So if it don't work for us, you can't be mad that it don't work for.
exactly,
But y'all literally had a girl, my skin complexion, in that ad.
bruh. That blush wouldn't even have worked on Paisley, bro.
And whatever blush the girl had on in the ad was not the blush that she had in her hand. Y'all added
Definitely.
something to that or did some
Definitely,
Photoshop.
because me as somebody who literally creates cosmetics, I can look at that blush and see that it had a white base, and when you have a white undertone, that is gonna show up. That's why y'all be looking pasty when the flash come on. Like, no. And it's okay to advocate for yourself and to advocate that you want to have products that work for you. That's perfectly fine. Because I know there was a time when we were in college where my shade was the darkest shade in a foundation. Like, remember when we would get, who was it, Maybelline? My shade was the darkest shade in that Maybelline foundation in the little square situation for a long time. And I'm barely like dark. Like I'm towards the, like I can always kind of be towards the middle end range when it comes to deep. And I was just like, this is crazy that we not even that dark skin and you're telling me that my shade is the darkest shade that y'all have? Like,
Yeah,
that's
because
not
I'm
cool.
what, probably like two shade, not even fully
Yeah,
two.
yeah, probably got a shade and a half.
Yeah, darker than you. And now it's more options, but even for me, I still have trouble
Yeah,
because I
because
don't
it's the
really know.
undertones.
Yeah,
And
my undertone.
if
Yeah,
you guys, and this goes for fashion, this goes for makeup, if you're creating a product for a specific area of people, have people that look like the people that you want to create something for test your products. Like, there's so many different ranges of color, not just even black people, fair people, olive tone folks, people with a red undertone, yellow, some people have a green undertone, which I hardly ever hear people talking about or whatever. Some people have neutral. There's so many different skin tones, and don't, like, I read the comments and people are like, well, just mix it and make it work. Like,
I
the
don't
fuck?
want to have to do that. Y'all know how expensive fucking makeup is, because
Bruh,
makeup is a luxury. So
bruh.
for it to be
This
expensive, I
situation
understand.
right here was like 50 something dollars for this. This this is a sunscreen. It was $50. This one right
Bro,
here, I think this one was $50. $50. And it's crazy. Like, I don't want to have to become a mad scientist when I'm trying to create something that looks good on
when
my
it's
skin.
literally people that are getting paid, that go to school, who get these degrees to be,
A
you know,
chemist.
it's chemists, but it's something specific when you do makeup and all that. I can't remember, but they are chemists. They go to school for a long time and get a lot of different certificates and degrees. And you mean to tell me that I'm not getting paid to mix and found? I have to pay you double, triple, quadruple to mix some shit together to get
Right,
my
I gotta
shade.
buy two foundations, and when somebody else can just go pick up their shade, like, come on. And I remember there was a time, like, I can't remember what year it was, probably like 2017, 18, where like everybody was inclusive. And whenever Rihanna's foundation came out, and she kind of shitted on everybody. And let's be honest, that foundation wasn't even, in terms of formula, it wasn't the best formula. But because she came out with however many 50 shades, that's what made people gravitate towards that, because that's what they want. They want to be able to go to the store and buy their shade. And I really appreciated her for pioneering that. And
At
then
least
eventually,
try. At least
eventually
attempt.
she worked on the formula, and she got some like her later launches are some of my favorite. Like, I'm wearing the sunscreen today or whatever. But that first, I have the first original, bro. I have the first original. Look how, first off, what was I doing? Look how orange that is. Like, it's old too, so it's probably kind of oxidized a little bit. But like, what was I thinking when I picked this shade out? I don't know. But shout out to Rihanna for kind of pioneering the inclusive shade range, and kind of forcing these companies to really look into it. But it kind of reminds me of like how they do for Pride. Like, they always pretend like, oh, Black Lives, we want y'all to shop our products and we care. But then as soon as it die down and ain't nobody really checking for them no more, they go right back to what the hell they was doing before.
Bro, because we was black people, we don't do nothing else. We gonna spend, well, that's a lot of people, but specific, I can only speak for black people. We gonna spend some, whether we got it for real or not,
Yeah,
we are gonna
yeah,
spend some money on what works for us, and
yeah.
that
We
we
spend the
can
most money, like legitimately, we spend the most money on beauty products, whether that's for our hair, for foundations, makeup. We are the top spending market for that. And for us to be the least what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Represented in that area is kind of messed up. But you know, I appreciate Samira for advocating, and I love that she didn't even say anything to Takar. All she kept doing was, and I
just
bet that was
posting her live rants, and I'm like, do you not?
I'm like, are you okay?
So I wear 1X and like 14, and even now I'm noticing that when you go into the stores, like to even if you want to like get something real quick, it's hard to find stuff in size 1X and 14 at
That look
all
cute.
that look, or if at all. Honestly, it's hard for me to find stuff at all, like especially jeans, like shirts. You know, shirts sometimes you can kind of finesse, but bottoms. So I'm like, girl, what? Like you're not walking into a store and finding what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. She
Not
advocating for you.
so not and I don't know where she shop at. Maybe she not shopping at Macy's and all this other stuff. Maybe her money is different type of money where
No,
she ain't
it's
got to
not.
worry about that. But us regular people, we that's why. And I hate when people be like, oh, y'all wear Shein and Shein is just that. Look, Shein shipping has gotten way better, and you still
Mm-hmm.
gotta wait on it. And the clothes may not be the best, but you know what you're getting, and they got big sizes.
One
Okay,
thing I will say about we're not sponsored first off, but if y'all want to sponsor us, wink. But I do have to rebuy my wardrobe every season, which
yeah,
is
it's not like sustainable, like it's not staple, like
but if I need something quick and cheap, like the dress that I bought for Paisley for her birthday party, like that top tier. Okay, the dress I wore for her birthday party, top tier. Okay, it was quick. It came in. We got our outfits all for under $30, and it did what it needed to do. Do you want to keep running that thing through the washing machine? Absolutely not. But at least you can get 4, 5X on Shein.
it might not be exactly a 4 or 5X because you know it's Asian sizes. They've gotten better though. They've gotten more popular. I think the sizing has gotten a little bit better, but you can find something for you on Shein. Now we're not saying that it's gonna last you forever in a decade. You gotta pay money for that. Now we
Yeah, yeah.
some stuff you gotta pay the money for. But
But sometimes you want to be able to go. I got an event coming up, and the outfit don't look the way I thought it was gonna look, and I need to go real quick to buy something. And you be in there, and you to go to 5, 6, 7 different stores and don't find nothing.
find nothing.
Like, bruh, when's the last time you went to H&M and found something in your size that you liked?
I so happened the other week when it's and I was dreading going in there because I was just like I'm not gonna find nothing, and I so happened to find this silky looking satin looking skirt, which ended up being a little bit big, which
Oh
was
wow,
weird. I don't know what that was about, but I found that and I was okay with that. But
from
yeah,
H&M.
yeah, that's where I
Oh
got that little
wow.
from.
Okay. They
Yeah,
coming a long way because I remember because they had a lot of good basic products like basic shirts and stuff, and I used to never be able to find my size to the point where
when I was looking at when I was looking throughout the store, it was still a lot of stuff that was large, medium, small. But
mm-hmm.
they had some extra larges and stuff in there.
They didn't came a long way.
But yeah, I just I don't know what triggered her.
Something
I
she need a
don't
hug
know if her ex husband, she seen a picture and he with a big old woman now, and it just triggered. And she so happened to come across some of our videos, and it just triggered her to go off. But girl, like you are an adult with adult children. I think she got a girl, a younger child, Leslie, young. But yeah, you not a size two. She's advocating for you too. Just because you got a flat stomach, don't mean that you ain't plus size.
I wish I was that kind of plus size with a fat ass and a flat stomach. Like
So. Yeah,
I'm working
and
on.
sometimes I be looking at them video clips because she wear heels a lot on her sets. And before all this came out, I used to be like, she is struggling with them heels on. Why does she wear them? Like, you are struggling. She be out of breath.
Oh wow. I'm
Sometimes,
not that familiar with her comedy. I seen a little bit, but not to the point where that is. But you know, it might have been somebody told her she needs to be more feminine, and sometimes, like RuPaul say, sometimes that inner saboteur will really fuck with you, where you really start to project.
yeah, because it was just so out of. I think that's what's really just like it was so out of left field. Like these two people paths that
Yeah, never in a
publicly, as
million
far as
years.
we know, has never crossed. So for her just to be like, and you're fat and you need to lose weight, and maybe you'll find something that you can wear. Like,
And I don't know, even when I was a large, like I could never find anything that was in my size. And a lot of people are so quick to tell somebody that they need to lose weight or ask them when they having kids and not knowing that people are really struggling with things with their health. Like I remember that when I was growing up, my mama always used to say, "You a donut away from being fat." Right? And at the time, I didn't realize that that was really like fucking with me. And then I was like, I was working out and I always felt fat no matter what I was doing. And I look back at some of those photos, like when I was in college, I was legitimately a collegiate athlete, a Division 1 athlete. We were working out and like a lot of people be like, oh, you were a bowler, which is true. But they had us working out with the football team, with the basketball team, to the point we had practice 3 times a week, which is just like at the bowling alley, we bowling or whatever. And if you've never bowling like as a collegiate bowler, it's a totally different thing than going and being drunk and going with your friends. It's a whole different thing.
first of all, bowling takes a lot of arm strength and
Bro,
a lot of precision with the
it's
arms.
it's mostly we did a lot of leg workouts because you need a lot of like a lot of it come from your legs and your knees and whatever. That's why my knees fucked up now. And like arm whatever depending on whatever. And imagine me, I used to bowl with a 15-pound bowling ball. Most of my teammates either had a 13 to a 15. But we had practice 3 times a week. And then we also had workouts 2 to 3 times a week. And there's only 7 days in a week. Okay. So sometimes we would have workouts where we used to do stadiums in Bartow Arena ices. Why was we doing that? Why did they have us doing that? Okay, we was doing stadiums, we doing actual cardio stuff. We was doing a lot of cardio because a collegiate bowling day, normally we would get there at like 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning and you be there until almost dinner time. And we weren't allowed to like sit down during that period. Like they get rid of all the chairs and stuff that are inside of the bowl now. So we're all standing up for hours. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, so in my mind back then, I thought I was fat. And I look back at those pictures where I was wearing literally I'm wearing a medium to a large. I was always wearing like an extra large in bottoms because for some reason like athletic wear, like I don't know what woman they're modeling those bottoms to, but whatever. Well, I do know what woman they are, but that's another conversation. And in my mind, I felt so fat. And I look at those pictures and I'm like, damn, I was skinny as fuck for
Bro,
my body
I
frame.
look at when I was in high school, we was in high school, even probably in college, like, but especially in high school, I used to wear a jacket
Mm,
every
mm,
day because I was obviously heavier. But thinking back on it, it was people in high school that was bigger than me.
yeah, and
But I thought that I was just, and I was what, like, and I think because I'm short, but I think I was usually like 150, 160 in high
bro,
school.
I would kill to be that size right now.
Bro, like, if, and I used to, because I just, obviously I look bigger, but if I could get rid, like, my face was like, I didn't have no double
Bruh,
chin, like,
bruh.
I
I look
barely
back at
had a
photos of us from back
stomach.
then, and we were so small. But in my mind,
I was
I always felt like I was
huge.
fat.
growing up in Chicago also does not help. I feel like if we grew up in the South, it'll be a little bit different. But growing up north
Yeah,
at
where
the time
everybody
when we
is
was in high
small.
school and
Yeah.
stuff, it was different. Now everybody like big old booty
That's
and
the
all.
thing, right? Like there was, and we don't talk about that a lot. Like I remember being bullied for wearing glasses and having big titties and having a fat ass and all that stuff back then, wide hips. And now that's what y'all want. Like, are you crazy? Like I remember being bullied for watching anime and all this stuff, and now it's like everybody's watching anime. People are wearing fake glasses. Like they're wearing glasses that have nothing in them, no prescription. When I got bullied into fights over just not being able to see. Like, do you know how fucking insane that is? And to see it glorified now, bitches is going to not bitches. I'm sorry, but women are going to the doctor to get things that I was ashamed about. Like what? It's insane. Like, and that's where loving yourself really comes into play. And I think now I've kind of I still have like a love hate relationship with my body sometimes, but I really appreciate what I went through to get to this point. Because when you really think that is something wrong with you, and then you realize that hey, you're not fat, you just have a fucking disease that makes it hard for you to lose weight. Like a lot of women have PCOS and probably don't even know it, especially black women, and it causes you to have facial hair. It causes you to have trouble with your period. All type with your body weight, all type of things that I didn't know was happening. I'm thinking there's something wrong with me. I'm thinking I'm undisciplined when really in reality it's my body fighting against me. So fuck these people that's got something to say about Samara and fighting for inclusivity, because everybody deserves to feel beautiful. Everybody deserves to be able to wear whatever they want to wear.
First of
And
all, bitch, I went to motherfucking Harvard. Okay,
that part, she said,
that's
I
like
am disciplined.
forget all of that. I went to I
and
went to Harvard.
and graduated. Come on, sister.
Okay,
I was so proud of her when she listed all her accolades. I said, you better fucking work, okay?
and
Because
if I want to be out, and then the crazy thing about it is now is that people are commenting to be like, "Hey, go to this place." So at first it was just her, just doing it, crawling out the brands. But now people are like, her community is like, "Yeah, go to this." Even the freaking stores is commenting on her
mm-hmm.
post to be like, "Come to our store," and they still don't be having nothing. And I'm like, why would you tell her to come to y'all store? And y'all know y'all ain't got no plus sizes in the store, but
But I
whatever.
really think that she's doing some God's work, and I'm so happy for her. And she gonna continue to prosper. And some people just have just evil in them, and ain't
But
nothing
we
you can
just
do.
want to be able to wear the cute stuff too. Now, don't get me wrong.
Some of y'all
Not,
need to dress
not
for your
all
body type.
clothing not all clothing styles is meant for every person's body. Okay, and trust me, I have picked up some stuff and put it on. You be like,
Yeah, just because
this
it's in your size don't mean it fit.
don't mean you should have it. But
Hmm.
I should still have the option. I should still have the option to be like, this didn't work. I'm gonna return it. Not I'm online just trying to like no.
And then can we talk about before we move on? Like just because I can buy some shit online, like there's been a plenty of times that I bought some shit online in my size and got it, and then it didn't look right. Sometimes you have to try something on, and I don't want to spend all this money and then I don't know about you, but I'm one of those people that I just take the L.
Yeah, I hate returning stuff.
Like I'm not finna, especially from Shein and places like that. Like I'm gonna take the L. Like I just
Yeah.
can't. I don't feel like being bothered with the return or whatever. So sometimes I want to go to the store and try some shit on and look at it and see how it look or whatever, and that's perfectly fine. But I don't know. I think now I've kind of just a maxi dress and a jacket and call it a day. Like
Also,
I'm
can
just
we
exhausted.
please stop bashing people that was big and now they want to be small? And then also people that used to be big and now you small. Can you please stop acting like that you won 300, 400, 500 pounds
Yeah.
2 seconds ago?
Everybody just live your life. Like, y'all don't have to talk about nothing. Just
Because I came
exist.
across a TikTok and I was like, you know what? That's true and that's valid. People was like, I lost weight because I wanted to look good in clothes. And
Hmm.
that's valid. Like right now, when I be trying on clothes, I be like, I do not like the way I look. But also,
I got two. I literally bought some crop tops the other day. Well, no, last year. And it's the ones where, like, it has a line under the titty to
oh
accentuate the
yeah.
titty.
I
And
don't
when,
why would you
shut up, okay?
that this is a perfect example of just because it's in your size. Because I could have told you that ain't gonna
The
work.
problem is, I wear, for the guys, the y'all listening or whatever, you can't see my boobs in the video, but I wear a 40 triple D, okay? And
And
I
why
put
she I am just a regular D and I know that I'm not getting them shirts that's got the wire up under
because
where
I
your
bought the
boob's
shirt and
supposed to
then
sit.
I
No.
I bought three of the shirts. I bought it in black, I bought it in orange, and then I think I bought it in white or tan or
Them
something.
colors was probably really cute
They
too.
so cute because I was in my mind. I said I bought some army fatigue pants, and it's like a crop top, and it had the little line under the titty or whatever.
It was gonna be
The
fire.
outfit in my mind, hey, this is why you need to be able to buy shit in the store. I put it on. First off, I'm spitting at everything. The titty line all the way to the top of my chest up here. My titties is down here swinging low. And this ain't the type of, even if I put on a bra, which I'm team no bra, fuck that. Okay, these titties finna swing, hang low. I look a fool. And then my dumb ass, every couple months, I try to put this shirt on just to see if maybe it's gonna look better. And it
They
don't.
make them shirts for
Itty
if
bitty
you
titty.
pass the C and the C is pushing it. That's for A and B.
Because when I tell you the outfit was gonna be so
It was gonna
fire.
be cute. It was gonna be
But
cute.
the
I can
way
I
my
can see the
titties is
vision.
set up is absolutely
And
not
the
okay.
reason why y'all can't see him is hers right now. It is because the way her camera is angled,
But
but all
also because
them
they
things is
big, bro.
heavy.
I have to. You gotta hold one on with your hand and then lift it up and tuck it. Like if I did that right now on camera, we'd probably get flagged by YouTube because these babies. Not only did they
That's
help.
why she got to be team no bra, because otherwise she have $1 million in undergarments in her
Bro, first
drawer.
off, I have thousands of dollars worth of bras, and I don't need my titties up to my chin today. Okay, I just don't. I
I bet
likes
that's
to
I
be
want mine to
comfortable.
be it. I
Mm-mm.
want mine to be.
I want to get a breast reduction, but I have people that live in my home that don't want me to have a breast reduction. Well, I don't want to say that because then here y'all go. He don't not want me to get a breast reduction, but he says, "Can I keep them at to a reasonable size?" So we talking about it. We talking about it because I don't have, like, my back bothers me, but not to the point where I'm just like, well, I'm lying because sometimes I get off the bed and I'm like, oh, like a goddamn polar bear or something. Like I just roll off the bed because I'm so top heavy. But we didn't got off track. But everybody should be able to buy stuff in stores so they don't end up like me with a closet full of shit. And then I just refuse to get rid of the shirt when I know I could. I don't know nobody that can fit it. Because if you wear it to, well, some people big and have small titties. I guess I don't know. We'll see. I might give it to Goodwill.
Nobody in her life is that type of size
No,
proportion.
absolutely not. But I don't know. I just feel like it's unfortunate that we just have to attack each other in that way. Like,
Unprovoked. That's what
yeah,
I'm just like, girl, what happened? You ain't take a vacation this
some people
morning?
need a hug though too. I think some people need a hug, and that's okay. And it's okay to ask for a hug and I think at this point she should just be like, "Look, I was wrong. My bad. I apologize." That's
Also, you're raising daughters, like,
Yes.
which is so crazy to me. And apparently, because she do talk about her kids a lot in the clips that I see, and I've never heard. I don't think I remember her ever hearing her talk about like her oldest daughter's like body issues or anything like that. But I think somebody was trying to say like she has. I don't know, but even if she had, you're raising daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You never know what could happen. Like you said, like God forbid, I'm not putting anything on anybody, but you know something could happen to like one of your kids, like they got a disease or something like that, and that's their reality. Of, like they're just bigger, and
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes it's nothing that you could do. Like you can only maintain like not throwing shots or just kind of dragging to somebody in this, but Lizzo is a good example of not everybody is meant to be small because Lizzo worked out. She like
Yeah, she a
obviously when she not
vegan.
eating
Mm-hmm.
right, we could tell when she get a little bit bigger. But when she, she working out and doing, what you quote
Yeah,
unquote
she still
supposed
has
to
that
do.
frame. Yeah.
Yeah, she slims down, but she's just still a bigger woman. Like not everybody is meant to be small, skinny,
Y'all
mini.
better look at
Okay,
Star Jones and realize some of y'all don't need to
because
be too
that
small.
lollipop head, her and Al Roker,
Yeah,
them
some of it don't
little
look
bitty
natural.
bodies, with them big old heads, it look crazy.
And that's no disrespect to them, but this just reality.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that
Stay in
it's
your
a
own
journey.
lane and mind your own business and don't project your unhappiness on other people.
That part. That part. And ask for help if you need it, okay? Because it's okay to ask for help. But I want to talk about something that really hit home for me that I seen this week, and it was an interview with Tia Mari, and it really like not only did it break my heart, but it resonated with me as somebody who's going through something similar. Not the divorce aspect.
Before you keep going, did you see like she restated like I guess I'll let you finish get into it first.
Okay. Yeah, all I saw was she did an interview with E News where she was talking about her divorce and talking about her relationship with her sister isn't in the place that she wishes it would be. And that really resonated to me as somebody who has a similar relationship with their sister. And I don't talk a lot about my personal business, but like I have a sister and we don't talk as much as it's not even as much as I would like to, but we kind of have a tumultuous relationship. We've had that since I was a child. And that is like the hardest thing. And I couldn't imagine being a twin and feeling like uh you aren't as close to your sibling. And a lot of people were speculating this because of her husband. I don't know. I've always got kind of like a weird vibe from Tamara's husband, but we just people watching this on the outside looking in, and I just really hope that it's something that they can work through because I think they both were fighting battles and sometimes people are fighting battles that you don't have. It ain't got nothing to do with you, and you just don't know or whatever. And a lot of people were talking about I don't know if you remember that reality show, but Tia was pregnant, and people were like, "Yeah, she was being selfish," and blah blah blah. Which some of the clips she was kind of being a little bogus, and but I know how emotional and crazy I was during that time too, and I just hope that they can just get it together because family is important and life is too short. But that doesn't mean that you put up with disrespect because I know a lot of people use that whole life is short and to reach out to your family or whatever, like choose your peace, but also, if it's something that can be rectified, I think it should be. But now, what was it that you seen that she put out?
So I seen something where she was like kind of was like, oh, she didn't mean that they weren't close as far as relationships. She was talking about because they don't live as close
Come on
anymore
now.
is what she meant. And I
No,
said,
ma'am. No,
girl,
ma'am.
that's not what you said in that
No.
head interview. Because if you should have been like, oh, I wish I could call my sister. No, it's not even
Yeah,
call,
because she
because
was
she
like,
said I
I wish
wish
I
I
could
could
call.
call her. Yeah, you.
Hmm.
Which if it was the fact of y'all distance, you could be like, oh, my sister, we don't really live as close anymore, so I'm not able to just
Exactly.
like go over her
No.
house
Nah.
and just kind of talk to her about what's going on with me. Like, girl, you said what you said, and it's okay. Like, I think maybe, I don't know how she didn't think that people wouldn't blow this out of proportion, because y'all have been Tia
Yeah, literally,
Tamera
exactly, forever.
forever. And I think, because obviously, everybody considers Tia more of the black twin,
Which
and
y'all need to stop that.
Tamara is, because she got a white husband and she different. They don't have the same personalities. Obviously, it could be because of who she's married to,
But their
but
daddy is white.
yeah. So I don't, honestly, Tia the only real one that, cause what's his name, Taj?
Mm-hmm.
Him and Tamara kind of got the same personality. They got another brother. I don't really know. He
Mm-hmm.
don't be in the spotlight like that, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But
Their whole bloodline is just beautiful, though.
it is, none of them look like their parents to me. Honestly, they look
I
like they
think that they
daddy a
kind of
little
look like the
bit.
daddy, but they don't
Yeah,
look like the mom to me at all.
yeah. But I don't have siblings, but the friends that I have are like really close friends to me. And besides that 1 year when we didn't talk, I couldn't imagine now.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
Uh,
hard though. Like it really is a difficult thing when you're not talking to your sibling. Like, at least for me, I can only speak for me. Like, my sister, she gets on my nerves, but one thing I do know is, like, we didn't talk for a couple months, and then I called her for her birthday, because I don't care how mad I am, like, we not gonna miss birthdays and holidays and stuff, like, whatever. So I called her, we on FaceTime, and we was in the car on the way to the grocery store. So me and my sisters, we just talking like we talked yesterday, when it had been at least April, May, June, July. It been 4 months since we spoke to each other. And we just talking like whatever. So I get off the phone and Rose staring at me. I'm like, why are you staring at me? Like, he said, y'all both fucking crazy. I said, what? He said, y'all just talking like y'all ain't not talked to each other for 4 months. I was like, at the end of the day, she get on my nerves, but that's still my sister. I don't want
yeah.
nothing to happen to her. And I also, sometimes you just need a break.
I was about to say, yeah, they've been Tia and Tamara for what, they 46, 47 now, and it's
Damn.
always just been
And
Tia,
that's
Tamara,
exhausting.
Tia, Tamara, and it's a lot. And then y'all grow to be different people. Like,
But yeah, I think it's hard. What you say, it's been 40 some years. They've been linked with each other forever. Like, they're two different people. Like, yeah, they look similar, but like, I can imagine that being a hard thing, and then to always be compared to so and so. And then maybe the rumors are true and that they don't like each other's significant other. And that could cause a lot of strife in a not only a sibling relationship, but just in general. If you don't like somebody's spouse, like, it kind of makes it hard for you to be around them, because you don't want to be around the other person that you don't fuck with. So, but hopefully they can get it together. And
but girl, you didn't put it out there,
yeah,
so
you got to live with
it
that.
was it's crazy. It was just, when I seen the clip, it was kind of crazy to me. I'm like, it's reality TV or whatever, so you get to tell your truth or whatever the case may be. But for you to just be bluntly be like, yeah, me and my sister ain't close, and it's kind of like,
And then you just gonna move on? No, 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 no. Come back.
and this was probably filmed months ago. They probably okay now. I think maybe that's why she kind of doubled back, or what she said she meant,
Hmm.
because maybe they're in a better place now since
But
whenever
just
she
think about
filmed
this:
whatever it
when is the
was.
last
But
time we really saw them together?
that's
It's been
true.
years since we've seen them together.
Yeah,
And at one point their branding was, and maybe they decided like, hey, I'm tired of this T and Tamara shit, and I want to just be me. and that's fine. And I don't know if you noticed, but like over the years, we start seeing Tia doing more roles, and I don't know if that's because Tamara didn't want roles, or maybe she wasn't getting them in the same way. Even though I did see her in this Hallmark movie that it was so good.
I was about to say, I think she do a lot of like that type of stuff. She do like a lot of wholesome,
Yeah,
like that's
yeah,
her brand is wholesome.
yeah.
I
She did a
live on
Christmas movie, and
my in laws vineyard.
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's exactly kind of the vibe of the movie that I saw her in recently, and that's okay or whatever. And I know it's got to be exhausting to, especially from child actors. A lot of them kind of have the same sentiment, like you get kind of typecast into this box or whatever. And they probably got tired of doing Twitches, which such a great.
It was really really good. I wish they would just do another Twitches where it's like they kids, but I feel
Oh,
like I don't know if it'll
uh,
hit the same because they tried to do that with Boy Meets World, and I don't think it wasn't bad. The episodes I seen of Girl Meets World, but
bruh,
it didn't
Twitches
hit the
was
same.
a a Halloween staple. Like
Big Twitch, big Twitch.
when you think of like Halloween, I think of Twitches. I think of Halloween Town. I think of Hocus Pocus. I'm always gonna run back Harry Potter, which guys, and I cried real tears. Like I thought y'all was lying when y'all posted on social media that Dame Maggie Smith passed away at the age of 89. Like I had to do some research because anybody knows me knows that I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Like, bro, I fucking love Harry Potter. Like, let me go grab my wand from in the living room. Like, don't fucking play with me. And when I say that when she died, what was it, Friday morning? Oh, just just broke my heart. And then I don't know, maybe take my black card away, but I did not realize that that was Mother Superior and Sister
Didn't
Act.
realize that was her and sister act either.
I did
She
not
was in one
realize.
and two, right?
Yes, I did not
Yeah,
realize that was her.
I didn't realize it was her either. But her majority of her was covered. I mean, her
Yeah,
face was,
yeah.
but
And
and
I
she was
just feel
old in that.
yes. Well, she was 89, so think about that. 30 years ago, she was 50, almost 40.
Yeah,
No, I mean, no, she was 50, almost 60. I mean,
yeah,
but just shout out to her family and sending them light and love. She is immortal. Okay.
yeah. I'm glad that. Well, I'm not glad that she died, but it's she lived a long
Yeah.
life and
Yeah.
she got to be a part of a lot of people's growing up, like
Yeah.
even black people, even though she's a lily white woman,
Yeah. Because if you
like
think about it, like, even if you didn't watch Harry Potter, you watched something that she
yeah.
was in. Like,
Or you've seen a little bit of Harry. She was in all the Harry Potters. You've seen at least the first Harry Potter
yeah,
to
yeah,
know who she is.
yeah. And I didn't really like she was in Downton Abbey. Like when I
I
was really going me neither, but when I was going I like British TV shows, but when I was going through I have a thing about watching shows that are really popular while they're on because it's something. First off, can we just come, let's have a meeting together, guys. Can y'all stop spoiling motherfucking shows? Okay? Do you know I'm so that's why I don't like to watch popular shows. Like I didn't watch Game of Thrones when it was popular. I think I might spin the block and watch it. Like I didn't it's a lot of shows that I started watching after the fact. Like I'm currently watching Charmed because y'all don't know how to watch a show, enjoy the show, and then we like at least I feel like at the minimum you should give it a week, especially with these shows that are like mostly on streaming. Can you give us a week to watch the show? Some of us got jobs and kids and shit. Like I had to wake up early in the morning to watch Power, and I almost saw a spoiler. I almost saw a spoiler, but I saw the name and I just scrolled real quick because I was like, y'all not finna ruin this shit for me. And I'm not gonna tell y'all what happened on the episode because go watch that shit. But the last episode of Power Ghost, like I legitimately shedded like I'm crying over fictional ass motherfuckers, okay? And y'all ruin that for people because y'all don't have nothing else better to do with yourselves. So
I
stop
wish I could
doing it.
get into Power, but I just can't.
It's so good. I'm also rewatching the original Power too. Cause I be missing like the Easter eggs and the new seasons and stuff. So sometimes I like to go back and watch Power. But so good. Even though this is the last season of Power Ghost, and then it's gonna be the last season of Force. But they decided to continue raising Kanan. Like, I'm kind of annoyed about that.
Cause it's 50 Cent show. Like, what do
It's
you
but
mean?
also I'm glad you said that. It is not 50 Cent show.
Well, he was the damn face of the show,
He is
okay?
the executive producer of the show. He is
And
not
he
a
was the
writer
face
on the
of the
show.
show that for Ghost. He was the face
ISIS.
of it, okay?
ISIS. He barely had like 10 episodes in the damn show. Second, he not a writer for the show. He's just a producer for the show. Y'all need to stop saying why 50 Cent killed this character off. He didn't.
Now
Okay?
that I'm like, now we know 50 Cent ain't writing no damn show. Nah.
Bro, folks think that he created the show. He did not create the show. Okay? Y'all pissing me off. And because motherfuckers will post, literally, I see people just resharing the most blatantest lies. Y'all be sharing Cardi B tweets, and Cardi ain't even tweeted that shit. Like, the shit about her sleeping with Takeoff, like, y'all really pissing me off. That man, let that man rest in peace, okay? And we've been waiting to talk about them for a good bit. Number one, I'm tired of y'all, and it's partly Cardi B fault too, because if you don't post your business on social media, can't nobody know your business. Like, I need her to take the Kerry Washington approach. Some folks probably still don't know Kerry Washington got a husband and kids.
Well, first of all, side note on that, we probably don't know because her and Fitz still in a damn relationship. Every time they ass be together, they
Bro, they
both
was
got
at the
significant
national
others.
convention together. I said, what the hell is going
They
on?
both they both is married with people that they've been with for a good little minute, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think he
And
been with
they
his
just
wife for a
be
while.
it's just like they still in character. Like the show's still on. The show been off for almost what, a decade now almost at this
I
point?
think so.
Now it's just some good acting, but I mean goddamn now, like hey.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
Yeah, and I think that we do forget too that Cardi B is really young.
She ain't that young. She ain't that much younger than us.
I said, we young.
We are young, but she ain't that much younger. You make it seem like she like 23, 22.
Oh, Cardi B gotta be. She ain't 30, is she?
Hey Siri, how old is Cardi B? Mm-hmm.
Cardi B is 31 years old. Oh, damn. My
And
bad.
again, before we started this podcast, was I crying a
Yes,
little bit about a situation at my big age of 32? Yes. But also I don't put my business out there, so y'all don't know.
exactly. That's the problem with Cardi B and Offset. We want to exit the chat, okay? Can I exit the chat? I'm tired of hearing about them. But number two, I think that people forget that two things can be true at the same time. Like, is it wrong for Cardi B to have allegedly cheated on Offset when she was pregnant? Yes. But is it hilarious? Also, yes. Because niggas will fucking cheat for years. This nigga been cheating since we first found out they was together. She shouldn't have never took his ass back when he interrupted her concert and brought those flowers out, talking about please take me back. Like, she should have known then or whatever. But this is the father of her children. So you gonna automatically have some kind of feelings about this. But this nigga been cheating, and not just cheating, but cheating to the point where it's public. Like, you taking bitches on vacations and on beaches and holding hands and kissing bitches in public. Like, you're not even trying to be discreet. And the one time that we have heard that she has had an affair, which we don't even know if it's true or not, because let's be real, women will
Women are
lie.
spite. Yeah.
We will tell y'all some shit
And
that
it
ain't
could be the
even
most
true.
it could be the most egregious. He could have said, "You let them 10 niggas want to train on you," and I did. And what you gonna do about
Exactly.
it?
And record it. Like, we will say some shit that we know will hurt you, which is why I try not to get into arguments with people, because that's my toxic trait, is I will say the most terrible thing that I know that you then told me in confidence that I know will hurt you. So I try not to even argue with people because of that. But me personally, I think she trolling him and she just wants to hurt him in the moment or whatever. But even if she didn't, or what, like, women will make one mistake and a nigga be sliding down the damn wall, crying, punching the air, talking about Take told me. Like, nigga, shut up. Using that damn dead man. Like, y'all, when you and Takeoff weren't even talking at the time of his death. So to even bring him up right now is just, you just trying to get some sympathy. And I don't feel sorry for neither one of y'all. Y'all both knew what it was when y'all decided to be in a relationship with each other. Like, I can't stand motherfuckers go, oh, he married a stripper, he knew what it was. He more ran through than she is.
Why do men not feel like they can't be ran through?
That
Why
part, your
do
dirty
they feel
dick.
like? Why do they feel like that we always supposed to just accept the multiple miles that you have put on your thing with multiple women? Why
And
we just
then they be
supposed to
having the
accept
nerve to not wear condoms and to expose
or
their
want to
wives
ask
and
us
all that
about
stuff.
our body count?
Right. And then you don't even want to know it. That's the thing. If you don't want to know,
And half
because
the
it,
time, it don't even be a outrageous, crazy number for the age that you
bro, it
are.
don't matter if it's more than one. They oh my god, like
Cause
we
then, like people say all the time, y'all expect women to not be sleeping with a whole bunch of people, but y'all sleeping with a whole bunch of people. So who you sleeping with? If y'all not sleeping
that
with these
part.
women, then who are y'all sleeping with?
And what kills me too, this is, and I think we've brought this up on the pod before. Y'all want freaks. Y'all want me to be able to put my leg behind my head and suck
That
you
take
from the back
practice.
and put the ball, like, where did I learn that from?
Learn that from.
Because the damn show wants you. Like,
Because to be quite honest, if I only learned that from one person,
sex
we're
game
not splitting
trash.
up. You know how hard that is to. It could be the most toxic thing ever. But if this one person has taught you all of that, and y'all done did all this that type of stuff, there's y'all is locked in for a while.
Trust.
So hey, like y'all can't. It's. I don't understand why men don't realize you can't have your cake and eat it too. I'm not saying that you got to just be out here being with anybody and accepting anything. I'm not saying that because men should have standard. Anybody, people in general should have standards on something. But bro, like I just don't understand. Y'all don't see how emotional y'all be.
And this nigga was cheating on her while she was pregnant, doing all type of stuff. And now y'all forget all that and, like, poor him, he missed his grandma. Shut the fuck up.
Bro, oh y'all women that's siding with Cardi B, y'all we really see what's going on with y'all right now. I'm not saying that it's right, it's wrong. It is what it is, whatever. Maybe she didn't know she was pregnant. I don't know. Who knows? But it is what it
Don't
is.
dish it if you can't take it.
Bro, like, and honestly, this might just be the one that he found out about. Cause man, y'all be so up in y'all own world and what y'all got going on, and
Bruh,
I'm
it's,
a man and ain't nothing gonna happen to me.
bruh.
Meanwhile, Betty Sue at the house getting her back broken in by the neighbor next door.
Bro, but the killer thing is, I just rewatched The Best Man, and it's basically The Best Man, bro. Like, dude was cheating on her the entire movie, bro. The entire movie, he was cheating on her. He like, yeah, she would never. That's the love of my life. She knows. And when you find out that she had sex with somebody that you know or whatever, 20 years ago. You talking about I ain't getting married, she a hoe, she what? Sir, you was just had 3 naked women at your bachelor party last
I was about to
night.
say, when she like when he having the naked women all up on him, did he sleep
Yes.
with one of them or something at the thing, or maybe not?
No, I don't think he slept with one of the strippers. If he did, they didn't show that part. But nuh-uh, he didn't sleep with none of them. But he slept with a bunch of women, and he was like, "Marriage is gonna make me be." Maybe this is what Offset was thinking. Marriage is gonna make me be faithful, sir. What?
No.
Like
And my thing is, as much as we have said to, or much as have people have told women, men have told women, a baby not gonna keep him, a marriage not gonna keep him.
exactly. Period.
They is gonna do what they want. Sir, just it's she cheated. It's. I
Either you
mean, it is
gonna
what it
forgive
is.
her or not. But
Yeah,
also,
just
I want to be out of this group chat. Okay, y'all need to go sit on somebody's couch and have some couch time. That's the only way. Like, please take us out of chat. Please stop going live. Stop going, and also please stop drinking and like just either y'all. But honestly, at this point, they both done said and did some things. Like when you get to the point where y'all being hateful to each other and being grimy, that means you don't have no respect for each other. And that's when you need to be like, all right, for the sake of the kids, we need to just because if I don't want to hear nothing about y'all back together, even
it
though
had to be something like really, really. He had to do something that was just,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
she was. Some women is okay with the cheating. It, you know, it is what it is because obviously she done filed for divorce and then got back with him. So you know she, but it had to be something where she was just like,
Hmm.
oh
But
no,
also, can we also make a round of applause for whoever, if this is a real thing and she not trolling him, like whoever that nigga is, he know the game. Cause we don't know who he is, what he look like, nothing.
men
But
are good at being side dudes though.
yeah,
Cause
women
some
catch
like
feelings.
men that truly don't want to be attached to a woman, they good with just being like, all right, I'm just a side dude. I ain't got to be bothered with all your emotions and whatnot. You did that with
Sometimes you'll get an August Alsina that catch feelings, but for the most part,
yeah,
they know how to be a side nigga. Women will blow your spot up every time.
yeah. We too emotional. I don't care how much of a thug you think you are. Women are not built the same as men when it comes to the emotion thing. So you could
But
think in your
also too, I think it's because men be lying. They be telling the side woman, "Oh, I'm finna leave my wife," or "I want to be with you," and so in your mind, you like he want to be with me and blah blah blah. And then when he don't, then you get mad. And women are vindictive and
yes,
petty. So then
yes.
they like, "Oh, okay, I'm finna blow your spot up since you lied to me." Like,
Cause
oh
my
no,
thing is at this point, you're not gonna be with me. Like they gotta know that he not gonna want to be with them at the end of this. Like obviously he wasn't gonna be with you before, and he definitely not be with you now. So I might as well go out big. Am I still gonna come out looking like the ass, like the dumb ass? Of
bro,
course,
because you know a woman will take a picture of the nigga sleep, like, and post it, like, "Oh my bad, that was an accident," or
bro.
like, "Yeah, why you think he at home? He with me." Which girl, that do not make you look cute.
It doesn't, but you be in your mind, you be so mad
You like, I'm
that you
finna
just
eat
be
with
like,
this one.
I don't care. If I'm not gonna be happy, he not gonna be happy.
Mm,
Until the wife is maybe a Cardi B, and then they still end up being together. But you know,
bro, there, like I see somebody post, "There's only one Rashida." But I found out, I think that Rashida really be doing what she want to do because first off, we don't talk about how they was together. Like he was her guardian and all that stuff. But she also just now is getting her name on properties and businesses that he owns. So niggas know what they doing. They know how to manipulate to keep you in that system. And then we Offset saying, "You my baby mama, I won." Like you're no.
have you not seen Russell Wilson and Sierra?
Bro,
Are we
I can
not,
upgrade from you, sir.
bro? Have we not seen?
And then shout out to Cardi because I don't know if you've seen right after that whole incident, Cardi was in Paris. She might
Oh
still be
yeah,
in
for New
Paris.
York not New York Fashion Week, but some fashion show or something,
Yes,
wasn't it?
and was killing it. I said, yes, that's how you do it. Like unbothered.
Because
While
at the
he
end
over
of
there
the
crying.
day, niggas gonna nig, and he doing all that on the internet, and guess
And
what? He
then
still gonna be calling that phone.
right when she posted those text messages, he ain't saying nonsense.
Cause
Can I,
we know,
bruh? The nigga said, can I call you and jerk off, sir?
I
Sir,
literally just stopped. I literally stopped talking to this man. What it's been like a month now, and the other morning he called me 3 times back to back.
like, are you okay, sir? Like,
Like they be doing all that big talking, big woofing.
please, baby, please come back.
But yeah, Cardi, now you didn't said you didn't slept with somebody while you was pregnant. Now
Nah, ain't no
I
coming
don't
back
know if
from
there's
this.
no going back from that. Now
Yeah, just y'all leave each other alone. But if y'all have made it this far in the episode, we appreciate you guys. And me and Isis wanted to do something. I don't want to say new, but we're trying to switch it up a little bit. So for the last few minutes of the podcast, me and Isis want to talk about the top 5 fast food fries. And this is not in any particular order, but you already know my pick. This might break the internet. My pick is Five Guys. They fries. First off, you go to Five Guys, they got potatoes in the lobby. You know these is real Idaho potatoes, okay? And whatever is on that Cajun seasoning that they put on them fries, I don't know. But are you gonna pay $30 for a burger and fries? Absolutely. But is it gonna be worth it? Also, absolutely. Make sure you get one of their milkshakes while you're there. And for the record, we are not sponsored, but if y'all want to give us some money, reach out to us at misguidedmisfitspod@gmail.com. What's your pick, Isis?
my pick is I'm gonna have to go. Well, okay, I'm gonna have to be really specific about this because Five Guys is probably the only place like fast food place. I guess you could kind of consider Five Guys fast food, but that are it's actually like cutting up their potatoes. So everybody else stuff come frozen anyway. So when McDonald's fries are hot, you gotta
Yes.
go right when breakfast is about to end. So you gotta go about to 10:30. That's when you gotta go. But when they are hot and fresh, bro, amazing. The best, just and then they salt it good. They not like the ones that's at the bottom that it has salt on it from the other
Mm.
fries. Yeah,
McDonald's is top tier. I think that they they fell off because at one point they used to use some kind of some kind of animal fat to fry their fries in, and then the vegans found out and shut that shit down. So I don't know. Since they stopped using that fat to fry them fries in, I've kind of tasted a little bit of a difference, but they still top tier. Me personally, I'm going with Checkers slash Rallies.
oh yeah, they do got some good
Oh
fries.
my freaking god! Like I even like the ones that come frozen that you can cook at home. Like incredible. Like if y'all ain't never been there, honestly they food ain't good, but
It's really greasy.
them fries though, A1. All right, number 4, Ice.
We on 4 already? Oh yeah,
Yep.
I guess. Again, if they are hot, Chick-fil-A fries,
Man,
waffle fries,
Chick-fil-A. Oh my god.
so good. But they got once they cool down, they alright.
Yeah, they
But
get
when they
soggy.
hot, Yeah, when they hot, but I think it's because you be having it in the bag. You gotta eat them quick, because once they be in the bag with the heat and all that, they be
Hmm.
soggy. But yeah, they are. Yeah, but also I don't really like waffle, like frozen waffle fries you can make at home. They not my
I
jam.
will say I just found a brand called McCain, I think, where it's like it's supposed to be like half the time or something like that, and they waffle fries incredible. Now the number five, I'm kind of torn with what could be number five because we know what's not on the list is them fries from Burger King. Mm-mm. Wendy's fries also not on the list.
I personally like Wendy's fries. I
No,
wouldn't put it as my top, but
when
I like
Wendy's
Wendy's
had
fries.
the yellow packaging, they fries was top tier. But then they decided they want to be all natural, whatever the fuck. I don't know. They lost me when they did that. So I'm kind of torn. I've been having a hard time trying to
What's
figure.
all the fast food? So it's Burger King, it's Wendy's,
Hmm.
it's
I think that the West Coast people would say In and Out, which I've
I
never
ain't never had
had.
any.
I've never had In and Out before, so I didn't pick them. You got
I'm gonna be honest with you. The chicken spots in the South, them ranch cheese fries,
now that might be number five. Yes.
and I know they just not plain fries, obviously, but
Oh my God, with the little seasoning on top.
oh, the little Cajun seasoning, man.
Yeah,
But
man.
it gotta be the right ranch and it's gotta be the
Yes.
right cheese. It can't be like that nacho cheese. It's
Yeah.
it's gotta be right. It's gotta be right.
Man, man. Them hole in the wall get you some Kiki poo,
Kiki Poo, yeah. People up north, we don't. The up north don't know nothing about that. And
bro.
I love Harold's. It's really the mild sauce, honestly, because I don't get Harold's
Yeah.
without the
Yeah.
mild sauce. So I don't know what regular Harold's chicken tastes like. And it's you got to go to a certain Harold's. The chicken
I
be
can't
better.
believe that they closed the Harold's on 87th and Stony Island. Like,
Yeah,
sad. I think that they moved it somewhere else, but it don't, no. Because I
yeah,
remember we used to go to the show and go get some hair, and then the little Dollar Tree right there, get your snacks. Like,
bro.
that was a rite of passage.
But yeah, so even I dare to say that the chicken from the hole in the wall where you get the ranch cheese fries. Because it's so many combination of flavorful of wings that you can get.
Bro, that hot lemon pepper,
Like
it just hits.
so but yeah, them yeah.
Yeah, I think the ranch fries from the
We
hole
gonna
in the
have to
wall.
next time I come visit, we gonna have to go to Birmingham and
Yes, because we got to go to, where was it on Green Springs? That place over there on Green Springs.
oh,
So
yep.
good. Mm. Man, bring back some memories. We definitely need to. I'm trying to get Ice to go so we can go see who was coming to town. We was trying to go see uh I can't remember. Somebody
This
was coming.
year,
Yeah, somebody was coming in November, remember?
the last person I heard you say was Jasmine Sullivan, I think.
Oh, maybe I would go see Jasmine Sullivan, like, but no, I think that already passed. It was somebody coming in November. I can't remember, but I'm
Mm,
trying to get Ice to
remember.
come so we can have us a girls trip because I need to have human interaction with someone other than my spouse and my child. But I think we've made it to the end of the episode. If you guys have made it this far, as always, we love you guys so much. Make sure you guys are following us on social media at Misguided Misfits Pod. I'm still working on the WWE podcast, but make sure you guys are following Boost to Matt podcast on social media for you guys to know when that's gonna launch. Bedrock Cosmetics is coming back soon, um, and she's gonna be back better than ever. But we love you guys. Make sure you guys have that notification button on. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and all of that jazz. So you never miss an episode. We love you guys, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.